At the end of September, Janie and I were visited by cousin Roy from New York City. Roy Hernandez was making his first trip to Thailand, although he's worked with the Thailand Tourism Authority in regards to his job at Qatar Airlines. That said, we wanted to show him around, and we were planning a trip to Vietnam the following week after he left. So I rushed to get the video out of his trip. Now, I learned something during that process. One, I talk way too much. Two, I take a lot of videos and a lot of photos, and I think that most of the people that watch the channel like the videos and photos, so I had to figure a way to shorten things, because I broke Roy's video down into two parts, Bangkok and Koh Samui, and it was still, one was over 30 minutes and the other one was over 50 minutes, so it was about an hour and a half of video, and that's just way too much for anybody to watch at one setting. So what I've decided to do is set up a new framework, one where I break down the segments into 5, 10, 15 minute segments, depending on the amount of content I have for that. And then I do an outside framework video, which is what this is, where I point to each of those different segments, and I'll provide a link above that you'll be able to click on to go directly to the segments. Plus, I'll provide a link in the description of this video that will take you directly to whichever segment you happen to want to see. That way you can limit your viewing and you can space it out over time. So the first segment was on Roy's arrival. The day that he arrived, we took him on a dinner cruise. So you should see an information banner above where you can click and go to that segment, that particular segment. Our second segment was a little bit more intense in that we had all day with him. So we took him to the Grand Palace. Well, Janie took him to the Grand Palace. He bought some jewelry afterwards. Then we met up for lunch at the Hard Rock Cafe, and finally we went to the Mahanakhon Skywalk, King Power building, which is the tallest building in Bangkok. After that, we traveled to Hua Hin and spent a day of rest in Hua Hin. Now, I'm not sure anybody's interested in the travel portions of the videos, and they do take up a lot of time, so I've decided I'm just not going to put them in anymore. So you won't see our time in Hua Hin, even though we did do some things like some markets, and we also took him to Sentara so he could spend some time on the beach. But they have limited interest, so we're going to skip that and go straight to our Koh Samui trip. Day one on Koh Samui was not very interesting. We got there around lunchtime. We met for dinner. We didn't really do much. Day two, and we do have a segment on that, we went to Crystal Beach. Roy had stated that his goals during this trip was to spend time at the pool and beach and see some elephants. Well, on day two, we went to the beach, but Roy didn't go with us. He went to his own beach, which is right near the resort. But he did join us in the evening for CoCo Tams fire show and dinner. So we got to spend some time there. Day three was actually the busiest day on Koh Samui. What we did then was Janie and Roy went off to the Samui Jungle Elephant Sanctuary, where they did an awful lot. I mean, Roy helped prepare the food. Janie and Roy both fed the elephants, and then Roy got in the water with them to wash and bathe the elephants. That's all captured in the video. While they were doing that, Jim and Lori Johnston invited me to go sightseeing with them, which is, I thought I was very kind. I enjoyed it tremendously. We managed to see quite a bit. We saw the Inta and Hinyay, rock formations. We didn't see Hinyay, actually. We saw Inta. Inta's grandfather, Hinyay, his grandmother. The rocks are pretty impressive. We have a segment on the sightseeing, so I'm not going to go into too much with it here. I want to keep this one short so you can bounce bounce around and choose what parts you want to see and what ones you don't care about. We also saw a couple Buddhas. We saw the big Buddha and we saw Guanyin. And Guanyin is a 18-armed goddess in Hindu religion. So it's just impressive statues, impressive buildings, and we really enjoyed our time doing that. Those are the literal 5 segments that we have. 2 in Bangkok, 3 from Koh Samui. And I hope you like this new format, but I'm going to ask you plainly, please, in the comments, let us know if this format works better than just putting together an hour-and-a-half long video and having you kind of dig through the entire thing to see the bits that you want to see. Hi, it's me, your host, Greg Kellogg, and I understand that we can't get to everything that you would like us to cover. However, if you leave a comment, we'll be sure to try to at least answer it in the comments. Also, if you would like and share this video and subscribe to the channel, we would really appreciate it.